हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू लॉ लर्निंग स्कूल। आज के वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे एमसीक्यूज ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया। इससे पहले भी मैं जो है एमसीक्यू सीरीज़ की 2 वीडियोस अपलोड कर चुकी हूँ। एक में 100 क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किए हैं, दूसरे में 50 क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किए हैं और ये थर्ड वीडियो है जिसमें मैं 50 क्वेश्चन जो है वो डिस्कस करूँगी। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है? बिफोर द अमेंडमेंट ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट अमेंडमेंट एंड पेंशन एक्ट 1951 इन December 2008, the president, after the retirement, receiving pension of 3 lakh per annum. Now this monthly pension is fixed. ठीक है, ये जो अमेंडमेंट एक्ट अमेंडमेंट एंड पेंशन एक्ट 1951 का था, उसके बाद एक नया एक्ट आया 2008 का, उसके बारे में बात की है कि उसमें मंथली पेंशन फिक्स थी 40% ऑफ मंथली अमेंडमेंट, and option B is 50% of monthly emolument, and option C is 60% of monthly emolument, and option D is 70% of monthly emolument. And the right answer is option B, 50% of monthly emolument. And the next question is, after the provision made by the Vice President Pension Amendment Act in December 2008, the pension of Vice President of India is fixed. Option 1 is 50% of monthly salary rather than 20,000 per month, and 45% of monthly salary rather than 20,000 per month, and option C is 50% of monthly salary rather than 20,000 per month, and option D is 35% of monthly salary rather than 20,000 per month. And the right answer is option A, to 50% of monthly salary rather than 20,000 per month. Okay, and the next question is, the Constitution 96 Amendment Act 2011 alter the language of Odia. 8th schedule में बोला है 96 अमेंडमेंट 2011 की हुई, उसमें ऑल्टर किया गया लैंग्वेज ऑफ उड़िया को। उड़ियन लैंग्वेज में उड़िया या उड़िया, मतलब ये स्पेलिंग्स में अलग अलग बताया गया है, और थोड़ा प्रोनाउंसिएशन में भी इसमें बोला है अल्टर किया गया इस नेम को। तो ऑप्शन डी इज अ उड़िया, ODIE ऐसा बोला गया। ठीक है, और नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम द सिस्टम ऑफ अपील फ्रॉम इंडिया टू प्रिवी काउंसिल इन इंग्लैंड वॉज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द चार्टर ऑफ 1608, 1683, 1726 and 1833, and the right answer is 1726. ठीक है, and the next question is, under which plan the separation between the revenue and judicial function was maintained? Plan of 1772, plan of 1774, plan of 1780, plan of 1782. The right answer is option C, plan of 1780. In the Raja Nand Kumar trial, Nand Kumar was charged for the crime of forgery and was hanged in the year 1775. He was sentenced to death under the Act of 1726, 1724, 1728, 1753, and the right answer is option C, 1728. And the next question is, the Regulation Act empowered the British Crown to establish a Supreme Court at Kolkata by issuing a charter in 1774. It also led option A, the evolution of major court at Kolkata, and the option second is a civil criminal admiralty and jurisdiction on the Supreme Court. Both A and B, and D option है to establish court of record. Then right answer is both A and B. And the next question is, the sovereignty of the crown was declared over the company's territorial acquisition of India. It was done by the chartered 1753, charter 1774, or charter 1813, charter 1833, and the right answer is option C, 1813. ठीक है, and the next question is, what is the meaning of lex loci? ठीक है, इसका मतलब क्या है? लॉ ऑफ लैंड और sovereignty is essential for enacting law, and law of the land is supreme, and crown has supreme authority? The right answer is law of land. ठीक है. And the next question is Lord Cornwallis introduced a Cornwallis Code in 1793. Is which are the true effect of this code? Option A, the collector was to collect the revenue only. The magistral power of the collection of revenue were taken away. And option C क्या है? The court fees were abolished. And option D, all of the above. Then right answer is option D, all of the above. And the next question is the plan of the 1772 under the territories of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha were divided to district, and each district a collector was appointed. Such plan was drafted under the chairmanship of Lord Clive and Lord Cornwallis, Van Hastings, Lord William Bentinck. And the right answer is Lord Van Hastings. And the next question is the Charter of 1753 was introduced to reform some of the provision of Charter is 1726. One of the most important provision was establishment of the Code of Admiralty, established the Code of Revenue, established the mayor codes, and none of these. Then right answer is option B, establish the Code of Revenue. And the next question is the transfer of company's government to British Crown was proclaimed by Queen Victoria just after the Sepoy mutiny. It was declared on 1st October 1857, 1st October 1858, 1st October 1859, 1st December 1859. The right answer is option B, 1st October 1858. And which one of the following was not the main objective of the Indian Council Act 1909? Option A, increase the size of Legislative Council, enlarge the function of the Legislative Council, secure the support of the moderate section of the Indian National Congress. And option D is a decrease in the proportion of the elected member. And the option D is the right answer, decrease in the proportion of the elected member. And the next question is the Simon Commission placed in the recommendation regarding the monarchy, which had to be abolished in the province, and also proposed enlargement of the provincial legislature. It was appointed in the year. Option A is a 1927, option B is a 1929, option C is a 1928, and option D is 1931. The right answer is option A, 1927. And the next question is which of the following act made the central legislature bicameral? The Council of State and the Legislative Assembly, the Government of India Act 1909, Government of India Act 1919, Government of India Act 1935, and none of these. The right answer is option B, Government of India Act 1919. And the next question is under the Government of India Act 1935, the Federal Court was had option A, the original jurisdiction only, the appellate jurisdiction only. Then option C है original appellate and advisory jurisdiction, and option D बोलता है advisory jurisdiction only. Then right answer is option C, original appellate and advisory jurisdiction. And the next question is the Quit India resolution was declared by the Indian National Congress after the failure of Cripps Mission, August Offer, and Wavell Plan, and none of the above. Then right answer is Cripps Mission. Quit India resolution was declared Indian National Congress after the failure of the Cripps Mission. Okay. And the next question is one of the following statement was not among the Survey Commission recommendation is dynarchy to abolish the province and reconstitution of the central legislature, the establishment of provincial public service commission for the all province, and option D, Indian Council is not needed to advise the Secretary State of India, and option D is the right answer, Indian Council is not needed to advise the Secretary State of India. And the next question is, by the Government of India Act 1990, dianarchy was introduced in the province and the federal subject were divided into two pairs, is resolved and transferred. Resolved subject included. ऑप्शन ए क्या है? ऑप्शन ए is statistical affairs, public account and defense and tribal affairs, and external affairs is defense and tribal affairs, external affair, public account and defense and tribal affairs, and ecclesiastical affairs, public account and defense and external affairs. Then right answer is option B, external affairs. Okay. And the next question is, Quit India movement was declared by the Indian National Congress in Bombay session of AICC on August, option A is August 8 is 1942, and 9 August is 1945, is 18 July is 1947, is option D is none of the above. The right answer is option A, is 8 August 1942. And the next question is, the plan of Lord Mountbatten was accepted by the Congress and the Muslim League, and the British Parliament enacted the Indian Independence Act 1947. It got royal assent on option A 3rd June 1947, is 4th July 1947, is 15 July 1947, and 18 July 1947. And option D is the right answer, 18 July 1947. And the next question is, the cabinet mission is 1946. It did not propose that the option 8, the Union Constitution, be jointly settled by entire Constituent Assembly, including the representative of the state. And option B is that there were to be the three groups: Hindu majority province, Muslim majority province Bengal and Assam. And option C is the Union of the India would comprise the British India and the state. And option D is the province could not opt out of their respective groups. And option D is the right answer. And the next question is, which of the following made the Indian legislature bicameral? Is option A क्या है? Indian Council Act 1909, Government of India Act 1919, Government of India Act 1935, and Independence Act 1947. The right answer is option B, Government of India Act 1919. And option next question is, the first attempt at introducing a representative and the popular element in the administration was made by option A is Indian Council Act 1900 and Indian Council of 1909, and Government of India Act 1935, and Indian Council Act 1919. And the right answer is option B, Indian Council of 1909. And the next question is, the Government of India Act 1935 is vested the residuary power in the British Parliament, Federal Legislature, the State Legislature, the Governor General. The right answer is option D, the Governor General. And the next question is, which of the following was not one of the feature Government of India Act 1935 as a provincial autonomy and anarchy of the center and the province and bicameral legislation or all India Federation? Then right answer is option B, dianarchy, center and the province. And the next question is, the first session of the Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946, as a 26 November 1949, and 15 August 1947, and 26 January 1946. The 9 December 1946 को फर्स्ट सेशन हुआ था कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली का. ठीक है, ये सारे क्वेश्चन जो है वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को किस तरह से बनाया गया और इसके मतलब एक हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड से रिलेटेड है. ठीक है, इसलिए आपको इसको याद रखना होगा. यदि आप जैसे कई बार हमारे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में जो हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन भी पूछ लिए जाते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये सारे क्वेश्चन जो है वो ऑलमोस्ट जो है हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड से ही रिलेटेड है, इसलिए आपको देखने को थोड़े से टफ लग रहे होंगे, बट क्या कर सकते हैं, अब याद तो करना ही पड़ेगा. And the next question is, which of the following aimed at providing a federal structure of India is option A is Indian Council of 1909 and Montagu Chelmsford Reform Act 1919 and Chartered Act 1831 and Government of India Act 1935, and option D is the right answer, Government of India Act 1935. And next question is, what is the main stipulation of Government of India Act 1935? And a federation was suggested, and unitary form of government was recommended, and complete independence was granted, and anarchy was made applicable at the provincial level. And the right answer is option C is a complete independence was granted. And the next question is, the scheme of the moral element of the constitution reform were given effect is in 1922 and through the Indian Council Act 1909 and through the Indian Council Act 1919 and through the Simon Commission report. And the right answer is option B, through the India Council Act 1909. And the next question is, for the first time to bring about the centralization in the legislative field was made under Act of 900, Act of 1919, and Indian Council Act is 1861 and Chartered Act 1833. And the right answer is Chartered Act 1833. And the next question is, the amendment procedure laid down in the Constitution of India on the pattern of the Government of India Act, Government of India Act 1947. Option A है Government of India Act 1935 and option B है Government of India Act 1947 and the Constitution of USA and the Constitution of UK. And the right answer is option A, Government of India Act 1935. And the next question is, British concern the demand for the partition of India under the Cabinet Mission Plan. Mountbatten Plan is 1947 and Cripps Mission, and the Simla Pact is 1945. And the right answer is Mountbatten Plan is 1947. And the next question is, the system of double government was declared by the Chartered Act is of 1813, Chartered Act of 1833 and Act of 1858 and Act of 1909. And the right answer is option C, Act of 1858. And the next question is, from which of the countries Constitution of India has adopted the fundamental duties? बोले कौन सी ऐसी कंट्रीज से जो हमने अडॉप्ट किया है फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज को? तो यूएसए से, कनाडा से, या यूएसएसआर से, या यूके से. देन राइट आंसर इज यूएसएसआर. ठीक है. And the next question is, the Indian Constitution has borrowed the idea of a preamble. हम preamble का idea कहाँ से लिया है? The Italian Constitution से, Canadian Constitution से, French Constitution से, Constitution of USA से. Then right answer is option D, Constitution of USA. And the next question is, the Indian Independence Act 1947 come into force in 18 July 1947, 14 August 1947 is 3 June as 1947 and 26 July is 1947. The right answer is option A, 18 July 1947. And the next question is, on the September 8, 2016, the President gave assent to Constitution 101st Amendment Act. ठीक है. In this regard, which among the following statement, जो हमारा फर्स्ट अमेंडमेंट हुआ था 101 बोला है, इसमें से कौन सी स्टेटमेंट जो है वो ये दी गई है वो इस अमेंडमेंट से रिलेटेड है? द एक्ट वाज सीक टू इंट्रोड्यूस जीएसटी रिज्म इन इंडिया. एंड द सेकंड स्टेटमेंट है, द एक्ट विल ट्रांसफॉर्म इंडिया इनटू द कॉमन मार्केट, हार्मोनाइजिंग द state and the central levels into the national goods and service tax, which is expected to boost manufacturing and reduce corruption. And statement third है, provide for constitution of goods and service tax in council by inserting the article 279 of the constitution. और इनमें से कौन सी statement जो है वो सही है? Then right answer is option D, all statement are correct. All statement are correct. ठीक है. And the next question is, which of the following is the best suitable option which describe the judiciary in the federal union of India? And option A is interpreter, a mediator, explanatory, and survivor. Then right answer is option A, interpreter. And the next question is, according to clause C according to clause 3rd and article 1 of the Indian Constitution, the territory of India shall comprise which of the following: the territories of the state and the union territory specified in the first schedule, and the such other territories is may be acquired, and all of the above. Then right answer is option D, all of the above. मतलब जो क्लॉज 3rd ऑफ आर्टिकल 1 है उसमें ये सारी ही जो है स्टेटमेंट दी गई. एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज a foreign territory would not come under article 1 subclause 3 subclause C of the Indian Constitution until there is a legal transfer of the territory of India to the India as so as to constitute acquisition in international law, foreign law, UN charter and constitutional law. And the right answer is international law. ठीक है. And the next question is, by which of the following amendment act Sikkim is associated with union? And the option A is 36 Amendment Act 1975, 36 Amendment Act 1974, 38 Amendment Act 1975 and 38 Amendment Act 1974. And the right answer is option A, 36 Amendment Act 1975. And the next question is, which of the following statement are correct? ये स्टेटमेंट दी गई है, इसमें से करेक्ट बताना है. Then Parliament may by law from a new state and separation of the territory from any state or by unity two or more state or the part of a state by unity any territory to a part of the any state. And statement 2 है, Parliament may increase or diminish the area of the any state. And जो statement 3rd है, Parliament may alter the boundary, the name of the state. And option C is a right answer. ये तीनों ही स्टेटमेंट जो है वो करेक्ट है. ठीक है. And the next question is, the Jammu and Kashmir is a state is and form a part of the territory of India under the article 1 subclause 3 of the Indian Constitution. What would be possible to the Parliament of India increase or diminish the area of Jammu and Kashmir? To alter the name and boundary of the name is provided under Article 3 and 4 only. The Parliament consent and President consent. And the option C is a Union Council of Minister consent. And the option D, Legislature of Jammu and Kashmir consent. I think this question is change, क्योंकि जो ये मैंने क्वेश्चन जो है वो हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड से लिए गए हैं, तो कुछ क्वेश्चन जो है वो पुराने भी हैं. और अब क्या है, जो ऑल्टर कर सकते हैं हम जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के नेम को भी, और इसमें हमें किसी की भी परमिशन लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी लेजिस्लेचर ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर की. ठीक है. क्योंकि जो सारे ही लॉ जो हैं, सेंट्रल लॉ जो है वो जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में इक्वली एप्लीकेबल हैं. ठीक है. तो ये क्वेश्चन इन डाउट है. ठीक है. वैसे तो जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में एप्लीकेबल है. अब इसके नेम को ऑल्टर वगैरह करने के लिए वैसे यूनियन टेरिटरी को बनाया गया जैसे लेह लद्दाख को, तो इसमें जो है वो यहाँ की लेजिस्लेचर से कोई परमिशन लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, क्योंकि ये इंडिया में ही मिक्स कर दिया. अब 370 जो है वो हटा दी गई है. ठीक है. इसलिए जो है यहाँ किसी की भी कंसेंट की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. हमारी जो पार्लियामेंट है, जो हमारी इंडिया की पार्लियामेंट है, वही जो है इसको ऑल्टर कर सकती है. ठीक है. एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, which of the following article of the Indian Constitution describe no such law is aforesaid shall be deemed to be an amendment to the Constitution for the purpose of Article 368 of the Constitution. And option A, Article 4, option A, Article 4 subclause 2, option C is Article 4 subclause 1, option D is Article 4 subclause 1 subclause 2. And the right answer is option B, Article 4 subclause 2. ठीक है. And the next question is, which of the following is the correct order of the word as stated in the preamble of Indian Constitution? Equality, fraternity, justice and liberty. Then राइट आंसर, इसको ऑर्डर में जो है वो यहाँ पर कोड दिए गए हैं, उसी के अकॉर्डिंग जो है वो आंसर करना है. द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी. पहले तो आएगा जस्टिस, फिर आएगा लिबर्टी, फिर आएगा इक्वलिटी एंड लास्ट में आएगा फर्टर्निटी, जैसे हमारे प्रियम्बल में लिखा गया है. जैसे कि सोवरेन सोशलिस्ट सेकुलर डेमोक्रेटिक फॉर द सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया, एंड गिवन द सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया को क्या दिया जाएगा, जस्टिस दिया जाएगा, फिर लिबर्टी दी जाएगी, फिर इक्वालिटी दी जाएगी, और लास्ट में आता है हमारा फर्टिनिटी। ठीक है, तो आपको उसको प्रियम्बल को वैसे भी याद रखना जरूरी है। एक इंडिया के सिटीजन है, मतलब हम लॉ के स्टूडेंट हैं या नहीं भी हैं, या अदर कॉम्पिटेटिव एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तब भी जो है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को याद रखना जो है वो जरूरी है। And the next question is, in which of the following cases it was contended that the preamble to our constitution should be guiding star in its interpretation here, hence any law made under Article 21 should be held as a void if offended against the principle of natural justice. केसेस के नाम दिए गए हैं। ऑप्शन ए इज गोपालन वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ मद्रास, केशवानंद भारती वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ केरला, भीम सिंह वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया, एंड एक्सेल वेयर वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया। द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, गोपालन वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ मद्रास। एंड द लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज, which of the following article of the Indian Constitution read with the word socialist would enable the court to deduce the fundamental right equality, equal pay for equal work? इस ऑप्शन दिए हैं आर्टिकल 14 एंड 16, आर्टिकल 14 and 15, article 14 and 18, article 14 and 18. The right answer is option A, is article 14 and 16 is the right answer. ठीक है, तो हमारे ये 50 क्वेश्चन हो गए कंप्लीट। ठीक है, और इससे पहले भी मैंने पहले भी बताया कि 2 वीडियोस जो है वो अपलोड कर चुकी हूँ। एक MCQ सीरीज ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की, एक में 100 क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किए हैं, दूसरे में 50 क्वेश्चन हैं, और ये 50 ये वाले हो गए। तो हमारे कितने हो गए टोटल MCQs हो गए सेट हमारे 200। ठीक है, इससे आने वाली वीडियोस में भी मैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ MCQs करवाऊंगी, और साथ ही साथ मैंने इंडियन पैनल कोड के MCQs जो है काफ़ी डिस्कस किए हैं, उसकी भी मैं 8-9 वीडियोस जो है MCQs की अपलोड कर चुकी हूँ, और सेक्शन वाइज जो है वो 31 वीडियोस जो है वो अपलोड किए हैं। और यदि आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो डू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल लॉ लर्निंग स्कूल। ठीक है, और साथ ही साथ मैं आपको एक चीज़ बताती चलूँ कि जैसे ये मेरा चैनल है लॉ लर्निंग स्कूल, इसमें MCQs ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट की 4 वीडियोस जो है वो अपलोड कर दी हैं, और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया की भी जो है वो इंट्रोडक्शन, फ्रेमवर्क सब कुछ डिस्कस किया है बहुत ब्रीफ से, और MCQs सीरीज़ जो है वो स्टार्ट की है। और साथ ही साथ जो हमारा इंडियन पैनल कोड है उसकी 7 वीडियोस MCQs की, और जो 32 वीडियोस हैं वो सेक्शन वाइज प्रिपरेशन करवाई है, और इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट की भी सेक्शन वाइज 12 वीडियोस जो है वो अपलोड कर चुकी हूँ। और जो हमारा हिंदू लॉ है ये सब जो सब्जेक्ट हैं वो अभी स्टार्ट हुए हैं। ठीक है, आगे आने वाली वीडियोस में मैं सब कुछ कवर करवा दूँगी। यदि आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी है तो लाइक करिएगा, शेयर करिएगा, सब्सक्राइब करिएगा मेरे चैनल को, ताकि आगे आने वाली जितनी भी वीडियोस हैं उनकी नोटिफिकेशन आप तक पहुंच सके। Thanks for watching. Okay, and again I requested to you, do like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon for further notification.